Morning. Happy hump day. Happy hump day and Fed day. What's going on, guys? Welcome. See, Borlam's already in the chat this morning. He's probably already gone off with this kid. But I'm sure I'll see him later. What's going on? Drop a what's up in the chat. Let's see who's here. My students better be here. Yesterday was a fun day. Made some good money on the CPI print. Fun show yesterday. Later today's Fed. And we'll have a podcast 1 o'clock to probably around 3 something. We'll see. But yeah. Got Fed later. Looking at the Forex Factory, 2 p.m., 2:30, and that's really all you have to worry about today. So do we get much movement today off the Fed? Who knows? I didn't think we'd get much movement before the CPI yesterday, as the market was ramping up into CPI. So who knows what we'll get today. But we'll take a look at the technicals. See if it's given us any setups this morning. I had to start a little late because I had to get my dunking coffee this morning. It's much needed. Let's take a look at the Dixie, because the Dixie took a nice spill yesterday. Still hasn't retraced the move, which is really interesting. Take a look at the move. It's retraced almost 50% of that move yesterday. Just shy of it. Just shy. Yeah, so looking at the daily, we closed right at this 103.75 support from the summer. So this is where we are finding support from yesterday and today. For our chart, we were wedging, like I talked about yesterday, down. And we got a nice break below. I gotta sneeze. Oh, man. Cool. So yeah, we got a nice break out of that wedge here. Closed very strong, bearish. Didn't get much of a retracement. Kind of had a just a small pop in here, and then we had another nice bearish candlestick form. So we could get a pop today. The dollar could start running off this 103.7 into the Fed, because I'd expect the Fed come out and push the market down. Sound a little hawkish because they gotta push the market down. Push the market down is what the Fed wants. So they'll probably come out and be a little hawkish. Try to rein in the market here. So looking at us, we're throwing some divergence in here on the Dixie. So could see a nice retracement of yesterday's move in the Dixie today. Whether we get it now, whether we get it during the Fed, who knows? But regardless, looking for the Dixie to hold at least 103.7 as support. Good morning, fam. Welcome. Top of the morning to you. Alrighty, let's take a look at the equities. A nice pop yesterday that ran through the highs, pulled back completely from the move and some. So let's see here. I'd expect this morning to pretty much do what it's doing, have a little bit of a pop in it, and then we get a drop, is what I'd expect. We have a lot of resistance sitting here at this 34.3 from yesterday. So that's where I'd expect us to find resistance, maybe run through these highs of the day, run into this resistance here, and then we start selling off as we get closer to the Fed. So not really interested in buys today, fundamentally, just because I don't think the Fed's going to want the market up. And considering yesterday's move was completely sold off and some, means that, yeah, they don't really care. You know, we had a nice fun run off that inflation print, but it got sold right off. So it seems like that move, the strength from yesterday, doesn't have much validity to it, and so I'd expect any pops in here to get then sold off, very, very similar to yesterday. So looking for sells anywhere in this range here as we start running through the daily high. Similar price action on the ES. Looking for run of highs towards 40.90 and then for a sell-off from there. The NASDAQ. A little more room to go to reach that resistance. That would give us around... That would give us the 50% retracement of that move, so could be a decent selling point for the NAS at 11,975. So we'll see if we can get that this morning. Gold sitting right below this support from yesterday's pullback this morning. Excuse me. Broke below, finding resistance there, and so could be an interesting sell point here. Stops just above the area for a nice move down to fill yesterday's move. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. Overall, 4 hour is showing a lot of resistance and exhaustion at this 1812 zone. So I expect a continued sell-off today after we broke through these highs, found some exhaustion, start rolling over here, remain structure below VWAP. Nice hourly bearish engulfing in the last hourly candle. We're retesting this resistance here, so we'll see if we can start rolling over in the next 30 minutes to continue this bearish movement. Ideally, if this 15-minute can close with another rejection below, I'll look for sells, stop above these highs here, and then looking for a push down to fill some of this move from yesterday. But we're going to wait for this 15-minute to close to see if we can get another confirmed rejection. That'll give us a 30-minute rejection as well after this 30-minute close bearish below this support, which is now resistance. So we'll see how we close. Got 5 minutes left in that close. So what we saw was a run through these highs here. Big rejection, consolidate below support, close below, now retesting resistance here, creating these lower highs. So it seems like gold should be ready to kind of fall off a cliff here, is the way price is setting up based off of kind of the story that it's telling. So ideally we get gold sells here. So this 5-minute closes bearish engulfing. I'll look for sells. Stops will be around 1808, 1809. My take profit will be somewhere just down here around 1796. Got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Let's see what it gives us. Some pretty heavy exhaustion here. I would find it hard to believe that it ramps through all of this. But if it does, not really too excited about the shorts at that point, because it broke through a lot of shit. Closed below. And so if it somehow goes back through and closes back above, then this is not going to be looking like good sells anymore. And this is just this area here. It's weak. Weak. So I'd expect a sell-off from here. Given all the exhaustion and I guess now resistance we have here. Because sellers were holding it up, holding it up, gave it up, drove it through. And then we should start rolling over here after we now have this as resistance. Pretty strong area of resistance here as well. This is the first, I guess, major pullback from that run yesterday. It's where we bottomed out at. And so you'd expect this to have some pretty heavy resistance here as well. Excuse me. 20 seconds. I mean, not a great close. Close below, which is solid, but not too exciting of a close. Excuse me. I mean, I could take a flyer here, just anticipating the rejection because we did close below. But, Siri told me I should do it. So here's the thing. This area is gonna be a strong area of rejection as well, which is what you've seen right here. But it's gonna kind of go in stages, is what I'm thinking, right? So we struggled here. Whoops. We struggled here, where this pullback was, broke through. Ran into this nasty shit right here. Had a pullback to retest this nasty shit. And so now you'd expect it to run into resistance here and then roll over and then start pushing down. So, yeah. Moral of the story is it has to push through some nasty shit this morning. There's See where the point of control is from this area here. It's sitting a little high. I really want to take a sell here. I think I'll take a flyer. Take a flyer short here. Yeah, it's gonna be a tight leash. I mean, it needs to hold this area here that we are holding right now. If it starts pushing back above here, I'll let it go, because then, well, there's gonna be no momentum in it to the downside if it doesn't hold here. So. See if we can get these shorts pumping and dropping. What I just do. All right, nice 5-minute close. I need to see this 15-minute close bearish. 15-minute needs to close bearish. So we can get some momentum to the downside and a confirmed bearish close and rejection of this resistance to then have enough room to run through these lows. Struggling right now where it's at. Sitting in this big area here of just rejection. So it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna put up a fight both ways. So good morning, Onyx. What's going on, dude? While we wait for gold to do its thing, let's take a look at oil. Still on this active sequence, this active breakout. Sitting now positive on the year, broke back through the 2022 open. Still maintaining these higher lows. Seems like we're running out of steam here. Running into this potential double top. To then roll over. Because we are on an active bullish sequence right now, I'm not going to really anticipate shorts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for something like this, and then I'll short on the retest with the lower high, and then we'll look for a push down. I don't want to anticipate these shorts because it could just be something like that, right? So going to be patient on this one. Right now, I'm just eyeing up gold because gold seems to have the best setup. Getting ready to see what the market has in store for us. Waiting on FOMC. Yeah, dude, FOMC is gonna be. I'm excited. I think it could throw a wrench in the mix. It's gonna be fun. Make sure to hop on if you're free at 1 o'clock. We'll be on at 1 o'clock to like 3:30 before FOMC and during FOMC, talking about it and trading it. So it'll be a fun one. We'll be on at 1 p.m. Eastern. All right, see if we can get this gold continuation down here. Mo, what's going on, Mo? Brother Mo. You ready for FOMC? You ready for the Fed? How about that price action yesterday, Mo? Wasn't that fun? It's crazy. Exactly what I thought would happen. You get a nice pop through to grab some orders, grab liquidity, and then heard the old bear is about to wake up. What old bear? Who's the old bear? Who's the old bear that you're referring to? Nice 5-minute close here on gold. Very strong. So looking for a nice sell-off here. Four minutes left in this 15-minute close. I would love to see the 15-minute close the way it is. We broke that previous low, breaking the low before that, closing extremely bearish, so we should get a nice sell-off continuation here. Gold's looking really ripe for a sell-off. Looking good, looking good. Beautiful sell-off here. It's simple. It's easy to drop inflation from 9 to 6, but get how difficult to drop from 6 to 2. You need long time raising rates. Ain't gonna happen. Oh, 100%, Mo. That's exactly right. And that's what Mike and I have been talking about yesterday. Is, yeah, you know, it looks good because, you know, inflation's dropping, right? But it's still super high. And it's still going to be so hard to get inflation down to where we want it. And you're exactly right. It's going to take a recession or something that's going to hurt the economy to really get us to that 2%. So, you're right. But, yeah. I know you trade XAU USD for gold. I do. What's the difference? The only difference is you're looking at the futures price, and I'm actually looking at the actual like metal price itself. Like backslash GC is right. Where's it at? I have it here somewhere. Well, this is the same thing. GC1 exclamation. It's just you're looking at futures versus I'm looking at the actual metal itself. They'll move the same. They'll have the same moves. It's just different. It's usually different price also. I believe it's probably a different price. Well, whatever. But yeah, just looking at futures. Right, looking at this nice sell-off here, dude. That was a great entry on my part. So let's see if we can get that nice continuation. I'm going to give Bornlam partial credit for this. Partial. Man. Let me just top tick that thing. Alrighty. Beautiful close. Excuse me. That 15-minute close, super bearish. Looking really good. Close below all these wicks here. I mean, it's just, we're looking really good for a continuation down here. Who do I think wins the World Cup? It's a tough one. I don't know. France, maybe. I don't know, dude. It's a tough one. Uh We'll go with France. We'll go with France. How about you? Who do you think? Argentina? Argentina, I mean, they're awesome. But I don't know. We'll go with France. What are you thinking? Who do you think's gonna win? Yeah, Messi, yeah, I know. Argentina and Messi are just like unstoppable. I mean, I was gonna say them, but I was like, that's like the obvious pick. Like I like they're so good. Who knows? Maybe Morocco will come out of nowhere, and you never know. Gold sells looking good here. I don't want to see it now break through these lows. Had a nice wick retracement and retest of this rejection area. It's going to put up a fight. Remember, this whole way, because we have these areas of support and rejection from yesterday. Now I can just draw them out here. You have this one, you have this one, you have this one, this one. So it's just like came down, rejected this area, rejected this area, rejected this area. So it's like we're rejecting this area. So next area to reject is going to be this 1804. So it's going to put up a fight this whole way, but eventually when we break down, it'll be clean. Do you made stack on cryptos? Nah, dude, I don't trade crypto. Not a huge fan of crypto. I mean, look at it now. Crypto's dead. All the exchanges are going bankrupt and getting sued, and it's just a disaster. William, what's going on, brother? Tap of the morning. How you doing today? Feeling good? Just make some good money yesterday? Hope so, because it was a killer day. All right, gold's sitting here flagging at these lows here, so I'd expect it to eventually break down. It's just, it's putting up a fight, as expected. But it should eventually just break down here. throwing a lot of support and a lot of wicks here. So I'm going to have to be patient, I guess. Going to have to be patient. 8 o'clock, COMEX Open's coming into play soon. So maybe that'll give us that nice push down we're looking for. See if we can get that sell off. Broke through that low, so we should get some nice volume coming into the downside now. We are running into this support now, though. This previous rejection here. So, again, you know, might put up a fight here. But nice close overall in the 5-minute. Very weak. Should see a nice push down. Nice push down here on gold. Looking real nice. Looking beautiful here. Grab some March Apple puts when it hit 150. They were good to me. Can't lie. Let's see if Powell get them really printing. Some puts. I like that. I think you're in the right ballpark for that. Yeah. Powell should do you well on that one. Alrighty. See if the equity's not getting quite the boost I thought they'd get for the sells. Might not have much movement ahead of Powell. Alrighty. What are you guys looking at today? You guys looking at anything in particular? Or are you guys waiting for Big Daddy Powell to come out later? Also, Will, if you're free later, and Andre and everybody else in the chat, Onyx. Excuse me. I already told Onyx. I forgot. But we're back with our Vant and Ram podcast just today for Fed. So we'll be on, me and Mike, I guess Mike and I, we'll be on at 1 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to just do some pre-Fed talk and then go into the Fed, go into the press conference, and then we'll be done around like 3:30-ish. But if you're free, hop on at 1 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, Onyx. Happy to hear it. Yeah, we're going to make some good money. Big Daddy, we're going to make some good money. I really feel like it could be a huge day to make some money today, later with Big Daddy. We always do really well during Fed days. Yeah, well, on this channel. This channel will be live at 1 o'clock. But the Fed's on at 2, and then, or I guess the numbers come out at 2, and then the Fed's on at 2:30, or I guess Powell's on at 2:30. So we'll be on from like 1 to like 3:30. It's gonna be a long stream, so feel free to hop in whenever, or just hop on the whole time and grab some popcorn and some drinks, because it'll be a good one. We'll be talking about some good stuff. Definitely gonna be a good learning stream. Hey, there you go. Oh my god, that's great. Good for you. Got that grind, dude. I love it. I'm gonna dump truck all day, so I'll be tuned in for sure while I get these loads off. Good for you, man. Good. I'm glad to hear that you'll be tuned in from your dump truck. Oh man. My man. Live from the gutter. I feel like it's gonna be I'm feeling like I'm gonna reserve myself mainly for the Fed later. Because it seems like, I don't know, seems like just that day. Pound yen. Let's look at pound yen. Oh man, I was gonna look at pound yen, but then I realized we're still in this dog shit range here. I mean, I don't even know how you freaking trade this thing. Right, it's just ugly as shit. Sells look nice on pound yen, but I it doesn't look nice running this nasty range here, like where the, I mean, just has a lot to fight through. So not really going to mess with that one. Oil. Nice hourly close. Look at that. And oil sales could be really decent. We could get what I was looking for. I was talking about it earlier. Get this sell off to fill this move. Get a pop towards like 76.10. Create a lower high, and then we get that sell off. So I'll be looking for a confirmed sell instead of a typical anticipatory scaling sell. That's right, dude. Good for you, dude. That makes me happy. I mean, that's just good stuff, dude. Got to keep grinding till I get this trading down pack with some consistency. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's about, dude. I mean, and good for you. Actually, you know what? Friday, I'm putting out a video that you might appreciate. And it's going to be the best how to trade and work at the same time. Because the way I've built up is because I'm I'm able to relate, because I started out as a retail trader, working, trading, trying to just do the grind, and then I got consistency, hopped into the professional route. Now I'm working with the hedge fund. So I know both sides of the coin. I know what it takes. So maybe it helps you. It seems like you already have that. You already have that down. But maybe you get some tips out of it. So Friday, I'll be posting a video on that, on trading and working at the same time. So then you can eventually quit your job and then just trade. But good for you, dude. Keep it up. That's super, like, that's just awesome to hear. I'm glad you're doing that, because I know, how much it can change people's lives, and it's just, keep it up, dude. If you need any help, just let me know, because it's what I'm here for. I want to see you make that transition. So gold back above this 1807.5 support zone. Tried running through these lows. Found a lot of, it was met just with a wall of buyers. And now the sellers are getting squeezed here. So we close back above, and if we close back above this area here, 1807.4, you could get another pop back up towards 1812, potentially back up to this resistance zone here, because then we gave up the selling pressure in here, so we're going back up to the previous resistance. So we'll see how we close. I'd probably want to say, okay, if the 15-minute closes above here. So we have another 6 minutes and 50 seconds, so we'll see how it closes. You always got to be thinking, why is the move doing what it's doing, right? And you gotta realize what's going on in the charts. You think, not yet, Bornlon, but I'm with you, dude. I think the sells will be really nice today. So you gotta think, what's going on in here, right? What's going on in here? You're finding a lot of buying pressure, a lot of exhaustion. And so when we broke below, rejected, and continued lower, what's going on now? We're going right through this shit, right through this, this shit here. And so the sellers who are trying to sell here are now getting squeezed. And so everybody who was who was short is now getting out of their position. And now we're closing back above the shit. Buyers stepped in where they stepped in from yesterday. And so we could potentially get a similar squeeze back up towards, you know, this I guess, equilibrium of where we typically squeeze from down here. And that's going to be this 1812 area. So definitely going to keep an eye on this 15-minute chart to see if we close back above this previous rejection and support. Because if we close back above, this was just a nice grab of orders, and then we can head back up to this resistance here. And then maybe I'll look for some really good sells on gold. But we'll see how we close in 5 minutes. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, I know. I was looking at this 4 hour here, just dirty. And then you have all these people who were selling below here to look for this move here. Nah, it's getting squeezed right out of that thing. And so it's going to be a choppy range here. It's not going to be an easy move. If you think you're going to hop in shorts here and it's going to go right down, you're mistaken, because gold's not an easy trader. So you have to be patient on this thing. And so what it does first is it grabs orders, fakes people out, and then it goes, because then everybody's like, shit, I thought it was going to go, it didn't, I'm squeezed out, now it's going without me, right? So now what I'm looking for is the sells. Now that everybody's getting squeezed out of these sells, I'm looking for then a continued then I'm going to look into hop into sells. So we'll got to be patient on this one while everybody's getting squeezed the fuck out of this thing. Equilibrium on the downside unless it consolidates for another 5 to 6 4-hour bars. Yeah, right. We'll see. Good morning, Nick. Good to see you in the chat, brother. Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Powell's going to help a lot. You might not even get that drop till Powell, but regardless, dude, there's a lot of money to be made in gold today. Whether it's with Powell, whether it's before, probably with Powell, but I'd like to see gold come up towards this 1812 so I can start looking for sells. Because this is a lot of exhaustion up in this zone here. Will do. Appreciate it. The moment we stop learning, the moment we start dying off is my motto. So I'm always willing to learn from those that made through. Salute to you. Yeah. Yeah. Good for you, dude. With that mentality, you'll make it. Just got to be patient. Because it's a tough game out there, obviously. Took sells on gold an hour ago. Took 13 pips on that candle that closed below the range. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, this sell right here. Beautiful. Oh, dude, I was just talking about GJ. I said shorts look really nice, but I wasn't going to trade it because it's just looking left is way too choppy. But yeah, those sells look really nice. Yeah, good trade, dude. I think that'll work out well. Let's see here. A minute and a half till gold close. Then we have COMEX open soon. Oil's popping back up, but looking a little stronger than I would have wanted if I was looking for sells. I was hoping we get like 2 15-minute bars push up, but we're getting one pretty big bar. So not sure I want to play with the sells. Although we do have a lot of exhaustion here after we had broken through. We're now retesting it. So, you know, I don't know, dude. We'll see. I'm not too excited about this one. I had a dream that I bought some oil last night and woke up and saw it at 76 and was like, no way, man. There you go, dude. It's at 76. Are you sure it was a dream? Maybe you actually bought some for fun last night. I think I bought it closer to 72. Yeah, oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. Are those the ones you bagged the other day? Let's see. Gold close above this range here. So looking for a gold push. It should maintain support here. So gold should start pushing towards at least the point of control. COMEX Open should bring in some volume as well in 5 minutes. But we'll see where gold's getting a little bit of volatility in here as we're heading into COMEX Open. Seeing a nice little 1 minute push here. So we'll see how it closes. If the 5 minute close is bullish above this range here and COMEX Open comes in, we should see some buying pressure come into play. Otherwise, if this 5 minute closes with a rejection wick and we close bearish down here, we might see some sells come into play to fill this move. So we'll see how this 5 minute closes on gold. Fishing line shorted at 11.12 for COMEX wick. Honestly, dude, it's super tempting. Super tempting because I really think there's a lot of money to be made in gold shorts today. What the heck? No. Don't want you up. Where we at? Oh man. Just looking at the ES, man, for Fed Day, I have a max range of 39.60 to 41.55. It's a big range there, depending on what he does / says. All right, let's see here. $39.60 to $41.55. Well, hang on a second. Oh, okay. Are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about the if it like goes long or goes short? Is that what you're referring to? So if it's going sell, if it sells off, you're assuming $39.60. But if it buys up, you're saying $41.55. Is that the way you're going about it? I think, yeah. I mean, I'm with you, dude. If that's what you're referring to, then I think you're spot on. Yeah, I hear you. All right, yeah, no, I like that a lot. That's what? Let's see, 2.5, 2.5. Yeah, 100%. No, I like that. Yeah, I think it's a good play. right. Let's see.
Hey guys, this is Mike with Vant Trading with your.
Alrighty, let's see here. Oh God, what? Yeah, there. Of course. So the gold closed more or less bullish, and now it's getting a little bit of push in here, running into VWAP. Then should get a nice push. I'm tempted. So if we can get a push with gold up until like 1812, then we're gonna have to talk about some sells here. Okay, that seems like a good point of resistance that gold would want to run into. I think we can get it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Whoa. Why is my mic peaking? Test. 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 Okay. I don't know what was going on there. Sorry, I don't know if that blew anyone's eardrums out, but I saw my mic was peaking for a second. But yeah, I think 1812 could be a really interesting play. Is my mic good now? Because I just moved it down, like the gain down a lot, and I hope you can actually like hear me now. Is it good now, or I mean, what? I don't even I don't even know why I did that. Like I don't know what I did, but let me know. All right, good now. All right, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I actually thought it was going to move a lot faster myself as well after we got this grab and then through this range here. But looks like it might have just a grind towards 1812. We'll see what happens when we get there. Really? Really gold. I mean, killed me here. 1810. Oh, is that the previous week high? That's good to know. I didn't even look at that. Interesting. Yeah, so I mean 1810 actually seems to have a decent amount of you had a high here, a high here, a low here. Oh, we'll see what happens. I mean, based off this range, I wanted to see. I mean, 1810 is the equilibrium point of this consolidation, so I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable selling there. That's also where the point of control is, but I wouldn't feel comfortable selling there, just because we have this strong resistance here. I like to sell at resistance, so we'll see. I still think we can get that push up. Nice 5-minute close on goals. Let's see if we can get that continuation and close above this minor point of control here. 5-minute memo says I might have 3 more bars in it. Perfect. Give me 3 more bars to the upside. So here's one that we're getting. Yes, selling. Huh. Didn't even sell. Let's see that little sell off. I mean, yeah. It's probably going to be choppy this morning, I'd imagine, until Powell. I wouldn't imagine the market breaking. I mean, I wouldn't have imagined it running. I wouldn't have imagined it running yesterday ahead of CPI, but I wouldn't imagine the ES really breaking out of this kind of daily range here ahead of the Fed. So I'd imagine it being pretty choppy today, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Well, okay, Bornlam, look, okay? I was looking for the ES to run for CPI, right? And then drop to exactly the way it did, but I didn't imagine it would start running ahead of the number. It ran a decent amount ahead of the number, so that was a little surprising to me, but is Big Daddy P going to crash the market today, y'all think? I think so. Although, I mean, the market ended up completely reversing and closing a lot weaker than the move yesterday. So I imagine he's probably happy with what's going on here, and he'll probably just stick to his original neutral point here. But I think that this is a good area for the market to sell off. Let's see here. I'm adding more layers to my tinfoil hat. Yeah, it's good. Well, you let me know then what your tinfoil hat's saying. Have a good day, Mo. Yeah, no, anytime. Appreciate you hopping on. I'll see you at 1 o'clock, I guess, for the Vant and Rand podcast. Alrighty, let's see here. What's gold doing? Gold's just hanging out. Yeah, it seems pretty dead this morning. I don't know if we're gonna get much, guys, so I'm gonna hop off and look. I mean, it's just like it's gonna be that kind of morning where we're gonna get a grinding action and probably don't have many setups ahead of the Fed. So I'll be on Discord, so just keep an eye out on Discord, and I'll post anything that I'm looking at. But most likely gonna wait for the Fed later. But yeah, you're right, Borderline. I mean, it doesn't look like we're getting much momentum here either way in gold. So I'm going to wait for later. I'll keep an eye on it this morning, but most likely just going to kind of wait for later. Doesn't seem like we'll have much volume ahead of the Fed. So I appreciate you guys hopping in today and entertaining the stream. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys. Don't forget about 1 o'clock. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock on the Vant and Rand podcast. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace.